Okay guys, this is a preview of things to come. I found an illustration on the internet about how one guy's going to wire his dual system mod, and I thought, it's worthwhile explaining to people who don't know how these things work. So I'll just explain this illustration. Here are the buttons and here's the joystick. This is not how the Madcatz joystick is set up, but basically they're wired to what's called a terminal strip. We have this in the Madcatz Fightstick, but only the buttons are attached to this terminal strip. And the terminal strip, all the inputs that are from the buttons go to the Madcatz 360 PCB, which stands for Printed Circuit Board. Alright, and from there, in the Madcatz Fightstick, they go through the USB, a USB cable, right? So in a dual system mod, what we're going to do is take data lines from two PCBs, a PS3 and a 360. Okay? And we're going to put the data lines through something called a DP-DT switch, or dual pole dual throw switch. Okay? Or some people call it a toggle switch. And then we're going to feed one single data cord. We're going to feed the positive and minus data cords of whatever system we choose through the single USB. So in simple terms, what it does is it tells the USB, okay, we'll take data inputs from the PS3 or from 360. Both of these are going to be powered at the same time. So, you're going to have to be able to distinguish which is going on. Now then, the way that this guy wired it is that he took the inputs off of the terminal strip and wired it directly to the PS3 USB, which is a good idea, a very good idea. But it requires you splicing lines, okay? And for the PCB that I'll be installing, that might not be the way that I take. I don't know yet. This is a preview. I have to see how big the circuit board is and where I can mount it. Another way, which I think is actually a little bit better, might be to forget about the terminal switch. The terminal strip, from taking it there, because if you look at the location of where it is, it's not that great. So what I'm gonna do is remove the terminal strip, wire the buttons directly to the Chihulu board, okay, and then splice the lines here onto the Madcatz, the original Madcatz PCB. And of course, the directional inputs that are on this for the joystick, the Madcatz, it's directly onto this. I'll splice the lines here and put that onto the PS3. Yeah. It's a little messy, I know, but I'm doing it with one hand, so bear with me. So, I'll set it up somewhat like this. That way, if you, I can mount this PS3 PCB directly where the terminal strip was. Like, I'll show you that in a little bit later. But that's probably the route that I'll take. Alright, I hope this helps a little bit.